Check out our website, Thriving Plant Based, for full-length yoga classes, our daily food journals, group coaching, question and answer forum, private videos, and a whole lot more. Hey guys, it's time to talk about my favorite yoga stuff again. I did a video on this a while back on just my favorite yoga clothing, and we're gonna talk more about my favorite yoga clothes, but we're also gonna talk about yoga props and yoga mats. So let's get started with my very favorite yoga mat. So my favorite yoga mats are made by Jade Yoga. They come in all different kinds of colors. They're really pretty. They're very grippy. They're not slippery at all from the very first time you use them. They don't slip and slide. You don't have to wash them a certain way or do anything to them to make them have a lot of traction on it. They come in different thicknesses, I believe. This is just the standard thickness. It's great. I never have sore knees or anything with this one. It's a really great yoga mat. I think it runs about $80 and you can get it on Amazon, or there's tons of places online you can get it. They're not hard to find. And they also come in different lengths. I think you can get it in an extra long length if you're really tall and you want to do that. So Jade Yoga Mats, my very favorite mat. Another really great yoga mat that I have to mention is by Mika Yoga Wear. And they sent me this mat. It's really beautiful. It's got, you know, the pretty dream catchers on it. It's just gorgeous. And this mat was designed for like hot yoga or people that sweat a lot during yoga. It feels almost like suede. It's got like a really nice soft feel to it. And if you get it right when you get on it, if you're not sweating at all, it can feel a little bit slippery. But if you want to use it and you're not going to sweat profusely, you can just kind of spray it down. I have like a little water bottle full of like, you know, a little bit of lavender oil and water that I spray on it. But as soon as your hands and your feet get the slightest bit sweaty, like a little bit damp, which they need to be when you're practicing yoga anyway, it does have really good traction. And actually, the more you sweat, the more traction you have on this mat. What I love about this mat, besides how beautiful it is, and seriously, I'm gonna show it to you not upside down. It's fucking really gorgeous, right? So what I love about it more than that is when I do sexy yoga, there's a lot of sliding around. So when you do like the sexy flows in your house, like it's really impossible to do it on a mat that has a lot of traction, which is why you very rarely see a mat on Instagram, because I'm usually not using one. You have to be able to slide and move around. And this material, when you have leggings on, it slips and slides with your leggings. So it's great for the style of flowing that I like to do. And I really just love this mat. It's so pretty. It doesn't ugly up your pretty Instagram flows if you're into doing that sort of thing. So Mika Yoga Wear makes these mats, and they're really fun and gorgeous. And I'm not sure how much they cost, but I would imagine that it's comparable with, you know, a high quality yoga mat. They're usually around $80 or so, and totally worth it. I absolutely love it. Next up is my favorite yoga prop, and it's this block by Hemingway. I don't know if you can see that. It's Hemming and W-E-I-G-H. I just got this on Amazon. It's made of cork. I like it because it's not ugly and purple and foamy like the most yoga blocks are. The foam ones work fine too. They're soft and people like that because sometimes they put it underneath their sacrum and they're cushy. This one's a little bit harder than the foam ones, but the foam ones tend to scuff up and look a little dingy after some use, and this one just stays really perfect and pristine, and it's something that's not hideous, and I don't mind having it sitting in a corner of my room. It doesn't look ugly, and they just last forever. So favorite yoga block. And this is a great prop too. This is by Hugger Mugger. Got it on Amazon. It's pretty cheap. I don't know how much it was, but this is a wedge, and this is a great thing to use for people that have weaker wrists. So when you're in downward facing dog, you would place your hand on it like this to sort of take some of the flexion out of the wrist and alleviate some pain and pressure there if you have that as an issue. So a yoga wedge, it's made out of that same or similar type cork material that the block is made out of. So the last yoga prop that I'm gonna mention is a bolster. This one here is made out of a really nice soft fabric. And this is great for anyone who likes to do a little more sort of gentle yoga with a lot of sitting and stretching, or if you have very tight hips, you can sort of place this underneath your sit bones when you're in seated postures. It really helps to elevate your hips so that you can lengthen the spine a bit more. And this is a really great one. Again, I liked this one. It's by a brand, I think it's called Practice On. At least that's what it says here. I got it on Amazon. Again, it's pretty, it's not ugly. A lot of yoga props are like these hideous colors like teal. Not that I don't like teal, but it's just like an ugly teal. Yeah, it's like a fucking ugly teal or like purple or something. And this one was just really nice, so I don't mind seeing it in the corner of my room, which is something that matters to me. I like things to look pretty and nice and neat, and you know, I don't like things to clash or stand out like that. So I like this one. It's definitely a prop worth having. It also feels really good to put this underneath your knees if you're in Shavasana. There's a ton of different uses for bolsters. It's a great yoga prop to have.